Hello and welcome to another video. I'm back today with the January edition of the Abominable Book Club book subscription, which I have right here. I have opened it, but I've not looked inside yet. That's what we've got. Looks like we've got a magazine this month, along with the usual stuff. They do say sometimes you will get like 2 books, sometimes you will get a magazine. I'll have a look at the book first, which I think I already know what this is, to be honest. Yes, so I did not know what it was. The reason I say that is because they posted an image of someone who had like opened their box on their Instagram feed, and I thought, well, that seems like a spoiler. But I guess that was like their second-hand book that they got. So we have Wake Up and Open Your Eyes by Clay McLeod Chapman. I do have one book by Clay McLeod Chapman. I have not read it. I don't quite remember what it is. But we'll read this very long blurb. Noah Fairchild has been losing his formerly polite southern parents to far-right cable news for years, so when his mother leaves him with a voicemail warning him that the Great Reckoning is here, he assumes it's related to one of the many conspiracy theories she believes in. But when his own phone calls go unanswered, Noah makes a long drive from Brooklyn to Richmond, Virginia. There he discovers his childhood home in shambles, a fridge full of spoiled food, and his parents locked in a terrifying trance-like state in front of the TV. Panicked, Noah attempts to snap them out of it and get medical help. Then Noah's mother brutally attacks him. But Noah isn't the only person to be attacked by a loved one. Families across the country are tearing each other apart, literally, as people succumb to a form of possession that gets worse the more time they spend watching particular channels, using certain apps, or visiting certain websites. In Noah's Richmond-based family, only he and his young nephew Marcus are unaffected. Together they must race back to the safe haven of Brooklyn. But can they make it before they fall prey to the violent hordes? Okay, that actually sounds very interesting. That is obviously a metaphor, not a particularly subtle one, for people getting ideas and stuff from certain websites and channels. So yeah, that is that does definitely sound quite interesting. That Wake Up and Open Your Eyes. Okay, so good start. So we'll have a look at the magazine. What is this? It's issue 1 of something. Remains. Issue 1. So this looks like an anthology magazine. Yes, so this short stories by the looks of it. Yeah. So you have photographs along with the stories there. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I've got a few similar magazines to this, like Black Static. I have a few issues of that, which is a similar kind of thing. So this looks like a new one. And obviously, as it says on the back, this is issue 1. So those are the stories that are in it. Which doesn't want to focus. There we go. So those are the stories that are in it. Yeah, seems pretty cool. So before we go on to the second-hand book, we'll have a look at what else is in here. So let's get everything out. Oh, we've got a couple bookmarks this month. Okay. So first we have a message from Clay McLeod Chapman. which I'm not going to read out, so hopefully this will focus, but no, it doesn't want to. But this is a message from Clay McLeod Chaplin, talking about his book. Aha, success. So if you want to read that, go ahead, pause it. Do usually get like a note from the authors. What is this? We have a signed book plate from Clay McLeod Chaplin. And it looks like we have a bookmark about that as well, with a Jordan Peele quote, the same one that was on the cover. And the Great Reawakening is coming. And then you get your standard bookmark as well, which has a short story on the back. Go on. There we go. I've just dropped the second-hand book on the floor, but we'll get that in a second. So there you go. Pause that if you want to read it. So the second-hand book. It is a paperback. Hopefully not a thriller, because I keep getting thrillers. Let's open this up. So, moment of truth. Please no thriller or book I already have. Please. That isn't one I already have. Looks like a thriller. Stuart McBride, The Dead of Winter, one of this country's finest crime writers. So yes, it is very much a thriller. It was supposed to be an easy job. All Detective Constable Edward Reekie had to do was pick up a dying prisoner and deliver him somewhere to live out his last days in peace. From the outside, Glenfarich looks like a quaint, snow-dusted village nestled deep in the heart of Cairngorms National Park. But its streets are thick with security cameras and there's a strict 9 o'clock curfew, because Glenfarich is the final sanctuary for ex-convicts who can't be safely released into the population. Edward's new boss, D.I. Victoria Montgomery Porter, insists they head back to Aberdeen before they get trapped by the approaching blizzard. But when an ex-cop turned gangster is found tortured to death in his bungalow, someone needs to take charge. The weather's closing in, tensions are mounting, and time's running out. Something nasty has come to Glenfarich, and Edward is standing right in its way. So, yeah. Thriller again. Keep getting these thrillers. Not particularly happy about it. And yeah, you see, they've even kind of like updated the information on their site to say that they are a horror and thriller book club, whereas it did say before, I'm pretty sure, that they're like a horror book club. But yeah, they are also looking at changing the way they do things. They said some of the packages this year, they will start having maybe just like one book instead of the two. But that book will be like something a bit more special, some stuff like that. But the price is going to stay the same. So it's kind of going to depend on whether or not I'm interested in like what these special books are or when they're going to come, stuff like that. I do have like a 6-month subscription, which I think renewed in December. But it is kind of getting to the point with this that a lot of the time it isn't really feeling like great value for money for me. With the, I mean, I guess you could say like the secondhand book is meant to be kind of like a bonus kind of thing, but you are still paying for it. And like over the past few months, apart from a copy of Frankenstein, which had a study guide in it, it's been mostly thrillers, and even one of the new books last month was a thriller as well. Which is it's just not the kind of genre I'm really into, to be honest. Unless there's kind of like supernatural elements or certain kind of thrillers that have kind of like horror elements, darker stuff like Silence of the Lambs, stuff like that. But general like crime novels, not really my kind of thing. So we will see if I want to renew the subscription after this current one runs out. Like I said, I've probably got like another 4 or 5 months left on the current subscription, because I do it for 6 months at a time. But we will see after that if I want to carry it on, because it seems to be going in a different kind of direction now. But this month, aside from the secondhand book, you know, the other two I'm happy with. So that is a good sign. But like I said, we will see with the changes coming forward whether or not it's something I want to continue. But that is it for now. So if you enjoyed this video, please click like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you next time.